In society, there are many reasons that may lead a person to prison. Whether it be homicide, break-in entry, or robberies, many people are sentenced to serve time for their crimes. As people in the community, it is great that they should be serving time, and keeping people who commit crimes off the streets may make it a safer place for all. But what happens once the prisoners are released back into the community after their sentence? How do they deal with living a normal life again after being in an enclosed place for a certain time? Well, it's not easy. Prisoners being released back into everyday life are discriminated against and are stigmatized as people having only done wrong. Releasing prisoners back into society raises people's questions and opinions on public safety, or maybe an increase in crime activity because those people are back out there. Prisoners who are released are exposed to many social pressures and challenges which they did not have to face in prison. Things such as employment, education, and other social skills are not emphasized as greatly as they are within the community. Prisoners are often left homeless and lack support of any kind after being released. They are discriminated based on their criminal records, and thus it is hard not to only look for work but secure a home to live in. This leads many prisoners to reoffend and be put back into prison, and the cycle goes on. But why are ex-prisoners discriminated against? It's simple. The society fear these people based on their past, on their actions that they did to get themselves into prison, and overlook what they have become. People fear that prisoners are going to repeat their offense just because they have already done it once. What people overlook is that not all people who are locked up are necessarily blood-borne killers. People who are locked up in prisons may have only committed crimes such as robberies or break-ins. This does raise alarms about putting them back into the streets. However, aren't prisons built for the purpose of rehabilitating people? Locking them up for good and never letting them back would raise many other issues such as mental health of prisoners, ethics, and human rights, as well as having a big impact on families and friends. How do we help prisoners settle back down into society? A major key to people not discriminating is educating the wider public about prisoners, showing how prisoners are humans as well, and showing that not all of them intend to do harm or scare the public. Running rehabilitation classes for ex-prisoners once they are out and having them checked up on every so often to see how they are going will help them build courage to venture back into society and hopefully help with their social struggles. Providing information sessions with prisoners, explaining their life and telling stories to other people gives the wider public a better understanding of where they are coming from. Discrimination occurs a lot due to the lack of knowledge, and the more people understand and know about one another, the less stigmatization and discrimination towards any one population of people will be reduced.